Well, guys, I'm going to make a little video here now about the World Cup playoffs. 16 European teams still have a chance of getting through to the World Cup. I'll talk about the European section after, but the first part of the video, I want to talk about the two pathways in the Intercontinental playoffs. Now, we've got 6 teams still have a chance to go through the Intercontinental playoffs, or from the Intercontinental playoffs to the World Cup in North America, Mexico, the USA, and Canada. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. We've got, on one side, we've got New Caledonia versus Jamaica, and the winners play DR Congo for a place. DR Congo, great African team, got through against Cameroon and Nigeria in their pathway and from the African qualifiers, and now who are two heavyweights going through history as far as World Cups. We've got the DR Congo, one of the big new up-and-coming African nations, going to follow now in their footsteps maybe and get into the World Cup. Who knows? Out of New Caledonia and Jamaica, New Caledonia representing the Oceania or OFC section of Confederation, Bolivia coming through as Jamaica coming through from the Caribbean or the CONCACAF section. Of course, after USA, Mexico, and Canada automatically qualify as hosts. So Costa Rica have actually been put out because Jamaica and new starts Curacao actually have went through automatically, as well as one or two other nations who mightn't be as Panama are through again. They have been in previous World Cup, and there's one or two others from the CONCACAF section that are underdogs. But yeah, good to see Jamaica, the Reggae Boys, having a chance. Out of the three, I think DR Congo will be too strong for both Jamaica and New Caledonia. New Caledonia from the, as I said, from the Oceania section, the OFC. So I'd say you're looking at final up between DR Congo and Jamaica, and maybe DR Congo going through. But could be anyone's. The second pathway from the Intercontinental playoffs will be the one with Bolivia, the 7th team in the South American qualifying. They went through the playoff as 7th. So that means in South America, only 3 teams miss out in the World Cup completely. So they were, of course, Venezuela, Peru, and Chile. But Bolivia came 7th, and they're now in the Intercontinental playoff. So Bolivia go up against the other team in the section. Bolivia go up against the other team in the section, who are actually Suriname, who are another intercontinental qualifier who come through from the CONCACAF. They are, of course, Dutch descendants. They used to be owned by Holland. They're a small nation. They're not expected to do much, but because they get the CONCACAF get 2 spots because of the CONCACAF hosting the World Cup this time, with the 3 other teams hosting it. So Suriname and the other team being, of course, as we mentioned, Jamaica were the 2 ones that went through to the playoffs, and Curacao going through automatically as well, remember. So yeah, CONCACAF, interested in that they're getting more spots, probably one of the weaker confederations, but Suriname, will be good to see them do well. Against Bolivia, the South Americans, I'd say Bolivia will probably have the edge there. The winners go through to play the other team who are in that pathway, who are, of course, in that pathway, play the winners of that. That would be Iraq. I would say Iraq as the playoff team from Asia. Can't see them being too strong, but they could be. They've been in World Cups once or twice before. As far as the team that plays Iraq in the final, they get a bye to the final of this pathway, of course. I'd say out of Suriname and Bolivia would be stronger. So Bolivia, Iraq, I would say could go anyway there. I'm hoping Bolivia go through, because it'd be nice to see that extra bit of South American flair. But as far as the South Americans, and as far as the World Cup playoffs, the Intercontinental playoffs, I'd say Bolivia and DR Congo will go through from them 6 teams. That's just my opinion. It's going to be interesting to see what happens in March. All right, thanks.